The Ford government tabling new housing legislation today that has been highly anticipated. The housing minister says it removes barriers to help the government reach its goal of building 1.5 million new homes by 2031. But opposition critics are calling it an unambitious bill that won't address the housing affordability crisis.
This is what this bill does. It is a very, very important next step. Targeted measures to get more shovels in the ground faster.
The Ford government says its new bill, dubbed Cutting Red Tape to Build More Homes, will do exactly that through a number of measures, like removing parking minimums around major transit stations to encourage developers to build close to public transit, and allowing developers to build more garden, laneway, and basement suites by removing barriers like limits on the number of bedrooms allowed per lot.
It sounds to me like this is a way just to stuff more people in the same home. I have concerns that we're going to see more overcrowding in homes without adequate facilities in order to allow those people to live with dignity.
Notably, the bill still fails to allow fourplexes as of right across the province, a policy opposition critics have been calling for and a key recommendation from the government's own housing task force.
I do not understand why the Conservatives are not saying yes to this initiative. It blows my mind. Overall, the government is making a very cautious step when we need to see bold leadership.
But the bill does give new building powers to universities to rapidly increase student housing by removing rezoning and site plan requirements that could stall the process.
It is the number one thing that they've been saying. You've got to build more student housing because that'll make so much more apartments available and homes, frankly, available in their communities.
The government is also introducing a new use it or lose it policy after 7 municipalities reported 70,000 units remained inactive for at least 2 years. The new tool would mean developers could lose approvals if they fail to get shovels in the ground. But critics say these tools still fall short.
The housing crisis is raging. It's a raging forest fire that the government has brought a garden hose to try to deal with.
The government is also reversing some policies it brought in former housing legislation. Most notably, it is reversing its decision to lower the fees municipalities can charge developers. That caused quite an uproar when it was introduced in 2022 and would have cost municipalities billions of dollars in revenue. For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.